just added some highlights. We added some shadows. You guys can work on this a little bit more if you wanted to go that direction. Alright, so we're at the last stages now, so all I'll probably need to do is probably add a casting shadow. I might add a few other details using the same method, might add just a few things. I'll probably add something cool in the background, or if not, I'll just leave it as it is. But this is when your own creativity comes in. And yeah, just don't go too crazy, but explore different options. So before I let you go, I just want to quickly show you a quick tack on just creating a shadow. So on the color layer that we're working on, all we just need to do is duplicate that layer, move that down, and just change that to shadow. I know it'll be two shadows there, but that's fine. I'll put show. I'll just put shadow down there. And what I want to do is click on Control T to transform it. And you have all these handles. Once you hold on Control or Command, you can move that down. So what I want to move this, I want to move that slightly down. Actually, you know what? I'll just drop it all the way. I think this could be, yeah, that looks a little bit better. So I'll literally hold the top, drag it down, hold that corner, and make it come a little bit closer to your character. Something like there. We can fix this up later on, but we just want to have a rough outline of the character itself. Alright, so I'm just moving that there for now. That looks good, but it's flipped over, so I want to just duplicate that layer once again. And I just want to just grab these handles and just turn it over so it's in the right orientation. Alright, that also does mess up your image a little bit. Okay, we can leave it as that, to be honest. What we can do, we just want to take out all the color in there. So we want to go onto image, make sure the shadow layer is selected. And so since we created two, we just delete one because we're not going to use that one. Go image, adjustment, and you want to go to brightness and contrast. So I can make it super dark as a starting point. Go back onto my image, adjustment, and levels. So I'll make the gray really gray. I'll confirm that. You can already see that there's still color somewhere in the back there. So what I want to do is go to image, go to hue and saturation, strip all the color out so there's no color, make that dark, confirm that, and now you have your shadow. The last bit I'll probably add is add some a feathered edge, because shadows aren't as hard edged as you see here. So all I'll do is go into filter, you want to go into blur, you want to click on Gaussian blur. Alright, so now it's softened out your shadow just a little bit, so depending on what you want, you can adjust that accordingly. So what I would do is probably leave that about 10. And I'll just quickly transform that just to be a little bit higher up. Move that down. Just confirm that. So that's a good starting point. And I'll just clean up the shadow so it looks a little bit cleaner. So I'll just erase this part here, erase down here. So then you want to Then we want to go on to our feathered brush. Make sure you still want erase. So we have the round feathered brush, and we're just gonna, I don't know why my computer is doing that. It's not really about the tool, it's just my computer is playing up. So just because of that, I'll probably, instead of using erase, I'll use brush. I'll color pick this shadow here, and I'll just brush in, just zoom in a bit. And I'll just brush in the shadow down there. Make sure it is a soft brush because it doesn't look cool. So yeah, I'm just going to brush in down there. Make sure it's quite dark right at the base so it looks more realistic, or as real as you can. Obviously, it is a stylized image, so you're not looking for photorealistic, but I'm trying to capture as much of the real elements that it can actually give us a convincing piece of work. Right, let me see if it will work now. Okay, so it worked a little bit. Okay, so that's all you'll need to do. You guys will spend more time just cleaning it up. But as a whole, that's a good starting point. I'll probably fix up that shadow a little bit more, and we'll work from there. But that's a good start so far. In fact, I'll probably just make this a little bit more blurry. Just go to blur, Gaussian blur, and just make the shadow a little bit more blurry. Probably leave it like that. Then I'll paint in my black shadows right at the bottom here to make it a little bit darker. Brush. And just color pick a darker area. Yeah. We'll go for that for now. Obviously this is for you guys to explore this a little bit more, but I think I'll leave this as that. Alright, so this is basically the end. From here onwards, you'll just add the details, reapplying the techniques that you've learned.